Hey guys, we're back with another video, and today we're gonna be doing some outdoor exploration today. Today I'm just trying to look around and see what we have around here. It's probably gonna have a fun time. This is my first video, so if I have any tips, say it in the comments. And that's all I need to know. So the main goal today is just to find flower species, mushrooms, insects, and animals, and honestly, not finding much here anyway. I tried looking for some grubs in a log that's gonna be shown in a second, and there was no success. The log was too hard, like way too hard, and I tried opening it, didn't really work, but that's about all it. Yeah, I come over here and I try opening it. It was way too hard. It was still living, so my bad if my hand's in the way. We were trying to find grubs, beetles, and just other insects that live in logs, and there was no success so far. So I kind of just left it be, and I'm with my little brother for a little bit of it, and we're just going out looking for bugs, flowers, insects, that kind of thing. If you have any notes I could do to make this video better, I would definitely appreciate that. Over here we find this beautiful flower that has brilliant colors. I go back to it so I can explain what happened, what the flower is. And I learned that this flower is actually called hound's tongue, and it's really cool. It's brilliant colors. So after I'm done, I took a photo of it so you guys could see it better. And I'm just honestly just walking around, trying to find any rocks or logs to flip over so I can find any bugs. Trying to find mushrooms and bugs and animals mostly, not really flowers, but they're just nearby. And over here in this patch, I see this little bubbly stuff. And I forgot what the bug was, but it's this really cool type of aphid. And that's, I think that's its eggs that I just picked up. But yeah, the bug makes this really sticky bubbles that if you touch them, it gets really sticky on your hands. It's like super glue, basically. But you can easily wipe it off. And if you're looking at more and more, there's a lot more on the ground. I actually get some on my leg on accident when I walk by. And dumb of me to walk through that, trying not to kill the bugs. But I'm just looking through, not really finding anything. Sorry if the camera's shaky. Not really looking at anything. I look over here on this tree, and there's really nothing. I thought there was going to be like an ant pile or something. And there's not really nothing, so we just move on and find something else. We just keep looking around, and most of the time, I usually find something, and I find this rock. So I lift it up with one hand. Well, I brush everything off. We see this cool mushroom that I don't know the name of, but it's really cool. It looks like dried leaves. It's not even dried leaves. It's perfectly fine. And we find this massive colony of ants. There's so many eggs everywhere. It was just all sugar ants, but it was massive. I didn't see any queen yet, but it was huge. I picked up some eggs on my hand, and right now I pick up some. Come on. Yeah, I pick up some, and I show you in my hand that they're super duper small. Look how small these are. They're like grains of rice. So I put them back, trying not to get eaten by the workers, and it's just really fascinating to see that so many tiny ants could just form everywhere. Alright, so we go and look for different rocks and stuff, and I found this really big rock. I actually have to put the camera down just to lift it up. My bad, guys. I'm kind of weak. I eventually lift up the rock, and I show you guys, it's another massive nest. It's not as big as the other one, but there's still ants going everywhere. Can't really see them, but there was a lot of them, so we're just going to go by because there's another sugar ant pile, and that's about it. Alright, so we're back on it, and so I was looking around on the nest, and now I'm just looking all around the ground. I thought that was an ant nest, but it wasn't. It looked like it. So now I'm just looking around, and oh, that's a lot of Actually, there's a little bit of ants, not too many actually. There's a bunch of holes. Don't know where that came from. Probably an ant, but besides the fact, let's keep looking around. And I look around, see that there's kind of nothing, and I'm gonna start to head actually back right now. I'm gonna head all the way back to the beginning. So nothing much. I walked past those bubbly bugs, and I thought there was a bug on that plant, but there's really not a bug. That's my bad. Sorry for the noise around us. There's a lot of crickets that keep chirping and are being really annoying. But besides the fact, that's about it. We're just looking through, trying to have fun, that's all. And we go back all the way to the trail, and we look some more. Go back to the tree I tried pulling. Didn't really work. And that's about it so far. The main reason I was making this video is because I want to do nature production and videos, and the only start out is I looked up into just start doing video making for people and entertainment purposes, so then you have a little grasp of what's the concept of entertainment and how to film better and stuff. So this is my first video. Sorry if it's shaky or it looks laggy. I'm filming this on my phone, so it's probably not looking too good. This is going onto my YouTube channel. I also have an Instagram account called Michael McLean, not Declan McLean. That's my little brother. His name, it's Michael McLean. That's my Instagram account. Yeah, it's Michael_McLean65, but I saw this stump over here, and I was wondering if it had any ants on it, so I kind of started kicking it, and a ton of these ants started showing up, and later on, I'll show you what they look like. They're really cool. Just wait until I zoom in. There's red ants. So red ants have a black bottom and a red body, and they're usually mistaken for fire ants. But fire ants are super small, and these ones are actually really big. They're about the size of a pine cone shell, like one singular shell. Pretty big for its size. And they swarm up in groups, and they're actually one of the type of ants that are really big that can actually bite you, that are in Montana right now. So they actually hurt really bad when they bite you, and they tend to swarm up in groups and swarm on things. They're usually just everywhere between stumps and on the ground. It's really cool how they form colonies and stuff, because you usually don't find their eggs at all. You usually just see the red ants by itself. So that's really cool that I found a nest. Later on, we're just going to walk away from it because we don't really want to disturb it that much. We want it still to live there because I had this pile of dirt that ants colonized over, and when I was little, I used to throw rocks at it, and now that whole area is overgrown and no ants live there anymore. I check daily if there's any more ants, and there's none. So I'm just looking around here, trying to find anything but ants. But I found this weird pile of dirt. I think it's from a gopher or something, or probably a rodent. And I look around here, and I find more ants. I find the stump, and I just kicked it once. I kicked it multiple times in this video, but I kicked it once, and they already started forming. So I kicked it again, and I kick it again. And I'm going to soon zoom in and look how many ants are everywhere. They're all the same type of ant, the red ants. They love forming in groups. I don't even know why. They just keep forming in groups. And entomology is actually one of my favorite hobbies to do. So there's going to be a lot of videos up here about entomology and ducks, because those are my favorite birds. Ducks, different types of quail, just stuff I'll find at the lake, because I'm at a cabin right now, and I live by a lake, so it's gonna be really cool here. And I'm just keep starting to look around. I'm getting worried that I just keep finding ants and only ants, so I hope I don't keep finding ants, but I hope I find anything but ants. Cause there's usually just a ton of ants up here where I live, and it's really sad that there's a lot of ants. Speaking of ants, there's actually a red ant, a black ant right here. They're just like the red ants, but they're a little bit bigger, and they don't necessarily bite you that much. All right, so I'm walking around, and I look at this stump, at this tree, and there's nothing on there. Totally surprised, because it looks dead, and it looks like bugs have been drilling into it. So I keep walking around, not really finding anything. And then I come up on this tree over here. You won't really see it in a second, but I planted it 2 years ago, and it's still at the same height it was. No, not over there, sorry. It's really small. It's just a sapling. Planted it 2 years ago, and here's his name's Kenny the tree, and he's my ponderosa pine. I planted him 2 years ago, and he's still doing strong. Technically, it's been 3 years now, but he's doing really strong. So we're gonna quit looking at him and go look at something else. Just looking around. That's the ant pile. There's a massive. You can see that there's rocks in there. That's the rocks I used to throw in there. But we're doing pretty good so far. Almost the end of the video. I just keep walking around, looking at all these pine trees. They're everywhere. Oh my god. There's like 50 of them on this acre. I don't know how many acres this is, but it's a lot. I look around. There's nothing really on this stump. I thought there would be ants, but no. Just looking around. I kick it a couple of times. No ants at all. Nothing. There was 1 or 2 black ants on there, and that's about it. Not really enough to be a colony. And then I'm just looking around, nothing really on the ground. I thought there would be something on this fence on the right. And there's the cabin I live at. It's really big. We're just walking around and stuff, and I look at the fence, and I thought there would be some stuff on the fence, but there's really not. I look at that, try and pull at it. It breaks off, but there's nothing there. So I go back to looking, and I think there's something on the fence. I look at it. It's a red dot from like a marker. I thought it was going to be a beetle or bug. It looks really cool. I was really sad that there wasn't really a bug underneath there, but besides the fact, this is just my voice. I know it sounds like I'm sick. It's not. It's going to be how most of the video is going to be going through. That pine tree was kind of dead. I really feel bad, honestly. It's really bad. I also start looking around, and I find this beautiful flower. It's all in purple. Here, I'll show you in a sec. I'm looking around, and I see it in the corner of my eye. It's right there. I go and look at it. It's really, really beautiful. It's so pretty. And I later found out that the flower is... Alright, I tried looking up the flower. It's really pretty, but I didn't find what it was. It's really pretty, though. It's all shriveled, and I feel really bad for it. I'm just looking around still. And there's a lot of things here. Whoa, the pines are huge here. I'm just walking around right now. Sorry for the noise, the disturbance. And I'm not really finding anything over here. Honestly, just looking for anything but ants. And I'm not really finding anything. So today, so far, we found ants, and so red ants, sugar ants, black ants. Black ants they're black ants, pure black. We found that huge hound's tongue that was so pretty. It hasn't bloomed yet. It's really sad. But so far, we really haven't found anything. We're just looking around. And this is kind of the end of the video, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. This is my first video, so I hope it was good. I just found a chipmunk. Sorry, I got really distracted. But I found this chipmunk. He's so adorable. Can't really film it, but he's so cute. I'm just looking around. Honestly, at this point, this is kind of the end of the video again. If you have any tips for me how to make the video better, I would love to know in the description. And I will be looking at this later. So if you have anything, just tell me. And I'm sorry, guys, after the end of the video. Thanks for watching. Please just subscribe and let me know if